The periodic table is simply the arrangement of elements in order of their relative atomic number. This started way back in 1869 when a certain Russian scientist known as Dmitry Mendeleev developed interest in the study of element. He started looking at these elements, looking at the way they were behaving, and he started arranging them. What I mean by started arranging them was that he started grouping them. But he did something which was later changed, because science is not just static, but science is dynamic, right? So he was arranging these elements in their relative atomic mass. So he was arranging this element in order of their relative atomic mass. He was arranging this element in order of their relative atomic mass, and he gave the first periodic law, which state that the first periodic law is the arrangement of element in order of their relative atomic mass. But as science continued evolving, we got to find out that it is not just based on their relative atomic mass, rather it is based on their relative atomic number, because the relative atomic number determines the chemical properties of this element, and that was how we started getting the modern periodic law. So today in this video, we are not going to go much on it. We are not going to be digging deep on the periodic table, because I've already dropped a video talking about the periodic table and everything you're supposed to know when it comes to the periodic table, talking about the trend, the electronegativity, periodicity, ionization energy, and the rest. Rather, in this video, what we are going to be talking about is simply tricks that will enable you remember groups and periods. Now, this trick is very important, because if you are preparing for your JAMB UTME, post UTME, WAEC, NECO, any external examination, even your school examination, you might not be able to understand everything, or you may not be able to cram everything, but being able to get this trick will really help you pass your JAMB or pass any exam as far as it comes to the periodic table when you see questions on it. That means you won't just be shying away from it, rather you will get to smash it. And if you're just coming across my channel for the first time, my name is Basi Ejogba. I'm a student in the University of Calabar studying medical laboratory science, and in my channel I help students level up their academic game. I also share helpful tips on the channel focusing on personal development. So if you love content like this, please don't forget to hit on the red subscribe button so I can continue getting updates anytime I will drop videos like this, and so that you can help me grow. And just like I've said, we are going to just be discussing about tricks and tips that will help you remember groups and periods when it comes to the periodic table. So we say the periodic table is simply a way of arranging all known elements. So we say the periodic table is simply the arrangement of elements. The periodic table is simply the arrangement of elements. It's simply the arrangement of elements in order of increasing atomic number, in order of increasing atomic number, right? That is what the periodic table is all about. And when it comes to this arrangement of element, I know you have seen the periodic table before, and that is one thing I've been trying to learn, because I'm also learning. I'm trying to see how I can be able to draw the periodic table on my own, like I'll be able to draw the periodic table. But we know that this element is the arrangement of this element in order of their relative, or in order of the increasing atomic number. Now these elements are arranged in rows and columns. When we say rows and columns, is that they are arranged in horizontal and vertical, right? So we are going to be talking about which one is row, which one is vertical, which one is column, which one is horizontal. That is what we'll be discussing, because it's very important you understand all of these things. So we say the arrangement of this element in order of their rows and columns, right? So we are going to be starting with the first one. So we say the horizontal arrangement. So we say the horizontal arrangement is the one that is known as the horizontal arrangement, right? That is the period, right? Is known as the we have the horizontal arrangement, which is the period. Let me take it step by step so you will not get lost. So we have the horizontal arrangement, which is the period, and we have the vertical arrangement. which is the word group. So we have the horizontal and we have the word vertical. So the horizontal is known as the word period and the vertical is known as the word group. Please take note, because basically everything I'll be listing out here is just key points that are very, very what essential. So the horizontal is known as the word period and the vertical is known as the word group. That is just how it is. And note, there are 7 periods, right? So there are 7 what periods. So there are 7 what periods, and this period is known as the word rows. The period is known as the word rows and the group is known as the word column. Please take note. I know why I didn't say the first time period. I want to bring it step by step, right? So we have the word horizontal, which is the period, to be the rows, and we have the group, which is the vertical, to be the word columns. There are 7 periods and 18 word groups. So we say there are 7 periods. There are what? There are 7 periods, which is the word rows. There are 7 periods, which is the word rows, and what 18 word groups, and 18 word groups, which is the word column. Now take note, this is where a lot of people will always get it confused as far as it comes to what periodic word table, right? Where it comes to what periodic table, why is this guy saying 18 word groups? Are they 18 word groups? Take notes. Take notes. Are they 18 word groups? Take note, because I am going to be dropping, I'm going to be revealing something. Like I said, chemistry is not just one way. Chemistry changes, right? So we are going to know why is this guy saying what 18 word groups. You are going to what know, and it's something that is very, very what simple. So let me clean this so that we'll be writing periodically. This is just writing. Please, I hope you are also copying down everything I am saying in this video. Please copy it down. Don't just watch it for watching what see. Now let's talk about the period and the word groups first. All right, let's talk about the period and what the group. What is the word period? Right, the period is simply the what number of what electron what shells. The period is simply the number of what electron what shells. So these are what shells, and these are what is known as what period, because when it comes to these shells, the shells here is known as also the orbital, right? So the shell is also known as the word orbital, right? This is simply what period, right? So these are simply what period, and we know that orbital is a region of what space where there's what a 98% probability of finding what an electron. That is what an orbital is all about. It is very, very important that you understand all of what this. We say the period is a number of what electron what shells. So we say the period is a number. The period is a number of what electron what shells. I'm going to be giving you an example of this very soon. The period is a number of what electron what shells. So let's see how we can be able to get this. So we have our sodium, right? Sodium is 11, right? Sodium has an atomic number of what 11. Let's see how the period and the group will come into play. If possible, let me just see how we can be able to get this, right? So when we have sodium to be 11, right? So if sodium is 11, we are going to, that's 11 electrons, so we are going to be filling it in this what orbital, in this what shell, or in the, yes, in this shell or in this what orbital. So let's see how we can be able to get what period, right? So what period is what sodium, right? What period is what sodium, right? So that is just how what it is. In case they ask you what period is what sodium, so how we can be able to get this is to fill it in the what shell, right? So we have our first shell. We know that our first shell contains a minimum of what a maximum of what 2 what electrons. So this is 2, right? So that is just how what it is, right? So you have our 1, 2, 3, or 4, that is 6. So electron must be singly filled before pairing what occurs, right? So this is 10, right? And this, right? So this is just how what it is. So if you check the number of electron shells that we have here, we have 1, we have 2, and we have what 3. That means sodium is in what period what 3. Period what 3 is what sodium. Sodium is in what period what 3, right? So that is just how what it is. And if sodium is in what period what 3, sodium is going to be in what group what 1. So sodium is in what period what 3 and in what group 1. How do I know that sodium is in period 3 and is in group 1? We know because the group is the number of what the valence what electron, right? Element in the same group show very chemical, show very similar chemical properties since their atom have the same number of what valence what electrons, this is the number of what valence what electron, right? That is what remaining for what sodium. So sodium has what group? Sodium falls in what group 1 and falls in what period what 3. This you can do for as many elements as what possible as far as you know their what atomic what number, right? So like I said, we are going to be talking about the concept why I said I was talking about group 18 and the what rest, right? So make sure you follow up, right? So let's see how we can be able to understand it. Let me see how I can be able to break it down to your own what understanding. Note, normally we used to have group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and what 0, right? So we have group 1, we used to have group 1 to what group what 0. Normally that is what we used to what have, right? We used to have group 1 and group what 0. So we know that the group 7 is the what, the group 7 is the what halogens, and we know that the group 0 is the what, the noble what gases, the noble gas, the inert gases, or the what rare what gases, as any you want to call it, right? We know that the group 1, right? The group 1 I believe is the group 1 is the alkali metal, then the group 2 is the alkali earth metal, right? Yes, I believe it is, right? Check out the video I made talking about the periodic table. That was where I listed it out, right? So that is just how it is. Now the truth of the matter is that, truth of the matter is that the group 17, we have group 17, right? People say it's the group 18, right? Group 17 is still group 7, and group 18 and group 17, group 17 is still group 7, and the group 18 is still the what noble gas, which is what O. But just that there's what a change of what name. There is just what a change of what name, right? There's just a change of what name, but what it is still what it is. It is what it is, right? It is what it is, right? So that is just how what it is. We have group 17, so that in case when you hear group 17, please, it is still what group what 7. In case you hear group 18, it is still what group what O, right? Please don't get what confused. The group 18 is still the what noble what gas, the rare gas, or the what inert what gases. So that is just how what it is. So let's talk about, there is something that is known as VIP what groups. There's something that is known as what the VIP what group when it comes to what chemistry. So for the VIP group, we have the group 1, and we know that the group 1 is the what alkali what metals. We say the group 1 is the what alkali what metals, right? So let's write here VIP groups. So we have our VIP what groups, right? We have our VIP what groups. We have our group 1, which is the what alkali metal, to be what sodium and what potassium, to be sodium and what potassium. And we have our we have our group 1, we have our group 2, right? We have our group 2 to be the alkaline earth metal. So we have the alkaline earth metal, we have the alkaline earth metal, right? These are our VIP group. We have alkaline earth metal, we have magnesium and calcium, we have magnesium and what calcium. So this is not me digging deep, I'm just trying to give you key points that are really beneficial. We have group 17, right? We have group 17 to be the halogens. The group 17 is the what halogens, right? We have the halogens. So the halogens, we have chlorine, bromine, fluorine, and the what rest, right? And we have the what group 18. We have the group 18 to be the noble what gases. So you have group 18 to be the noble what gases. For the noble gas, we have what, I know we have what helium, we have neon, argon, and the what rest. We have neon and we have what argon, right? So this is just how what it is. These are known as VIP what groups. These are known as what VIP what group. We have 4 VIP what group. Group 1, group 2, group 17, which is also group 7, and also what group what 18, which is also the what noble what gases. So that is just how what it is, and these are the key points, or these are things that are necessary when it comes to the what periodic what table. Talking about the trend, which is the ionization energy, electronegativity, and the rest, I've already made a video about it where I discuss extensively about the periodic table. So just find it out and you will get to what watch it. I have some questions here where we are talking about the how you can basically The purpose of this lecture is how you can be able to get the group and the period, right? How you can be able to group, okay, this one is group 1, this one is group 2, period 2 and period 4, right? Stuff like that. It is through what I just have shown you here when it comes to the word filling, right? The number of electron shells is the word period, and the valence electron represents the word group. And the all elements in the same group show similar chemical properties. Element in the same group shows similar chemical properties. This is because they have the same number of valence electrons. So that is just how it is, right? That is just the tips and the tricks you can be able to remember the periodic table, grouping elements into their group and their period. And if you love this video and you wish to continue getting videos like this, please don't forget to hit on your subscribe button so I can continue getting updates anytime I will drop videos like this, and so that you can help me grow. And if you are preparing for your JAMB UTME, post UTME, any external examination, WAEC, NECO, or even your class examination, and you want to pass, you want to score very high in your JAMB chemistry, in your biology, physics, mathematics, and English language, feel free to check out my number in the description, 070624624746. Chat me up on WhatsApp and you will get to join our private WhatsApp group where you get access to timely responses from our tutors. You get clarifications, you get access to updated materials that will help you score very high in your examination. And if you are looking to score up to 320 plus in your JAMB UTME, then you are in the right solution center. I promise you that when you register in our class, you will score high in your examination. I've done it. I've gotten students who score up to 313, 294, and the rest, right? Until I see you in my next video, always remember that you're wonderful, always remember that you're unique, and always remember that you're a pacesetter. I really love you. Thank you.